No, just get rid of the rest.
That low one, is that common?
Yeah, I tend to get the like aeroplane type,
Yeah,
if you like.
yeah.
Loads
Low
of
and then
speed.
rising off to the
Yeah.
right. Okay, come and have a look. So what we're going to do is I don't want you to try and think about how you'll fix what I'm just about to tell you. I want you just to try and understand and picture what that delivery would look like.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk about your delivery.
Okay.
So the club hitting the ball.
Yeah.
And there's always the big instinct for people to go, oh, how would I fix that? And then I can see them thinking that, and I'm carrying on talking, but they're not listening. They're just like,
Yeah.
don't try and fix it. I'll do it with you on the mat, how to fix it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, interesting point you made with your driver to your iron about them, or you being told and thinking about them being the same swing. So why have a lesson with the driver? Let's just work on the iron kind of thing. Your iron, you're hitting 5.6 down.
Yeah.
None of this is right or wrong. That's just what
Okay.
you're doing. Your driver, you're hitting 3 down.
Yeah.
So that's not the same.
Yeah.
Your iron, you're hitting 1 from the inside. The driver, you're hitting 1 from the outside.
Yeah.
Okay. The face is 1 open to this 1 from the inside, averaging with the iron. So you're going to hit slight pushes to pretty straight shots.
Yeah.
The face is averaging 8 open to a 1 left path with your driver. So you're going to get most of those carving off to the right. If we were to do a lesson on driver and iron now, you might have to have different thoughts for your iron and the driver, because these numbers are relatively balanced and not too bad, but these numbers are not balanced.
Yeah.
So if you use whatever thought I give you for your driver for your iron, it might bugger up your iron,
Yeah.
which is why
Yeah.
it's important sometimes for certain students that I measure both.
Okay.
So I can say to you, right, think this with your driver and let's play and we fix it. But don't think it with your iron, because your iron was fine. Just hit your iron.
Yeah.
But when you get your driver in, have these thoughts.
Yeah. Okay.
So when I play golf, I have, not always, but I'll often have a slightly different feeling or thought with my driver in my hand than I would have with an iron in my hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that
they're,
makes
so
complete
they're
sense,
not
yeah.
the same swings.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And looking at your numbers, the driver's where you say you lose your shots, and I agree. The driver needs to be less. So the iron, you had a miss hit, and then you were pretty much there and thereabouts.
Mm-hmm.
The driver off to the right is what you said. Let's fix it.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
fix that. Easy. We'll fix this. It's not a problem. You are... It'd be interesting to see if we play with your up and downness. 3 down. It's fine, but it's quite a lot down with a driver.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting you level, and I wouldn't mind getting you hitting up and seeing what it does to the rest of the numbers in your delivery. If we're going to leave the path slightly left like this, because you're not afraid to hit a little cut like you've already said,
Mm-hmm.
we need to calm the face down. The face is too far right of that path, which we can do. You're delivering good loft, 17 degrees.
Yeah.
So that means when you hit the ball for me that your handle of the club is too far ahead of the head.
I was going to say, what does that mean? If I'm delivering a good loft, surely that affects the angle of attack as well. Do you know what I mean?
No, it will affect... The loft obviously is going to affect the launch.
Yeah.
You've talked about launching them at different heights.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that makes you launch the ball at different heights is that strike pattern.
Okay.
These ones are going to launch considerably lower than those ones.
Yeah.
Where the swing's going to feel almost exactly the same. Strike's going to feel different. What I want to do is I want to align the face up to the path just to show you that you cannot fear the right side so much.
Yeah.
And we might play a bit with your down, but we might not. We'll play.
Okay.
We're going to play.
Okay.
The thing I want you to understand, if I pop you just in my corner here, look, is that your face is pointing to the right of the path without manipulating loft.
Yeah.
So handle forwards.
Yeah.
Lots of people think they hit the ball to the right because the face is twisted open.
Yeah.
If I was to twist the face open, so around this axis of this shaft here,
Yeah.
that can point the face to the right, but what it really does is it changes the loft dramatically.
Yeah.
Your loft delivered is quite sensible, 17 degrees,
Yeah.
but the face isn't aligning to a relatively straight path, only one across. So we need to get you delivering with the handle not so far forward.
Yeah, I'll get that, yeah.
Yeah? We're going to start with a good old locky flick, which the world seems to love. So we're going to see what happens when you try and hit some shots and you catch the head up with the handle. So you're going to feel like you're flicking the head full, yeah.
Okay.
Without the ball.
So full swing or?
Yeah. Okay, and again. Okay, and another one. So that one, the face is 7.9 degrees open to the path.
Yeah.
So there's no flick there.
Okay.
So that handle is forwards.
Okay.
So we need loads more.
Loads.
Or some. Okay.
That really feels like I'm trying
you're
to.
not. You feel like you're not achieving it.
Yeah.
Even though you feel like you are.
Yeah.
Let's do a different ball. If you're dressing imaginary, no ball.
Yeah.
Top of your backswing and stop for me. Okay, staying there. I want you to not do this with your wrist.
Yeah.
I want you to feel like you're flattening it.
Okay.
And I want you to pull down feeling like you're flattening it.
Okay.
Not going this way. So I want you to feel as you go back that you're actually turning your wrist this way
Yeah.
to then hit it. Which is the opposite to what you've been trying to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's it. And again, about the ball. Not quite. Up to the top and stop. Turned it the wrong way there. Stay there. Yes, that way.
That way.
Yeah. Try it again. More. That's it, that's it. That's it. That feels different.
Yeah. Just a bit, yeah.
That's it, that's it, that's it. So what happens if you hit shots like that? Don't try and hit good shots, just try and turn that wrist that way. So we're playing. So for you to successfully play, you need to let go, you need to play, you need to feel different.
Yeah.
If you just try and hit good shots, we're not playing, you're just trying to hit good shots. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So let it go, just feel that wrist working. Yeah, it's fine, and again, you didn't get the strike on that, it came off the top of the club. This is the one. Do it again, same feeling. Yeah, good. Work the wrist harder then. Same thing, but work it more than that. Yeah, there we go. So that's low. See it duck hooking round to the left. Same thing. So you really work the wrist there.
That was too much.
Yeah, it was.
So somewhere in between the...
Yeah, but I don't mind too much at the start. Because the other fort we did, you didn't do any.
Yeah.
So we could do that for 3 hours and it would get quite boring, wouldn't it? So you doing too much is quite exciting for me. It's like, wow, yeah, he's doing it.
Yeah.
He's listening, he's trying it, he's really going for it. Letting go, he's, trying to make it different. There you go. Brilliant. Little draw. And again. Yeah, this is it.
That's the feeling.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter how we get from A to B.
Yeah.
As long as we get from A to
there,
B.
yeah.
So I'll use different sentences.
Yeah.
So you'll have different feelings and you'll think that you're doing, I'm doing that so differently. All I'm trying to do is get the B. I don't care how I get there.
Yeah.
We're close to B there.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Good. Okay, let's show you what's happened there then. So you've got first batch of drivers hitting angle of attack 3 down, 1 across, face quite a long way open to the path.
Yeah.
So that's what we want to fix.
Yeah.
I gave you the thought of the locky flick and it didn't work. 3 down, 3.6 across, face 8 open to that path.
Yeah.
Okay. So we pulled out of that road and went a different direction, which you've got to be able to do if you want to coach people, because different people respond to different sentences in different ways. Last batch of shots there, you were 2.9 down, about the same. 1.8 across, about the same.
Yeah.
Face is now 1 close to that 1.8. So it's lining up.
Yeah.
Which is why they all started, the red shots all started to go more down the channel to the left, getting rid of the right shot.
Yeah. Which is what you wanted, yeah?
Yeah.
What I wanted as well.
Absolutely. That works.
Yeah.
What doesn't work at the minute, which we'll talk about as we go on, is strikes a little varied.
Okay.
We can work on that. When your face is aligning with your path, we can talk a little bit about making sure the centre of gravity of that club is precisely being delivered in line with the ball.
Yeah.
If your face is massively open to a path, delivering the centre of gravity to that ball is kind of pointless anyway, because it's in a different place because of where the club is twisted.
Yeah.
It's not going to help you. Let's get the face aligning with the path, and then we'll line the strike up a bit.
Okay.
Let's do more like that.
Okay.
So just tell me what you're feeling there before you hit the next one. What do you feel you're doing?
Just get to the top of the backswing and sort of like...
Twist, yeah, you're twisting it that way.
Twist the wrist that way.
Opposed to which way?
That way.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Go for it.
And then I've got that loose one there.
Yeah. Going again. That face was 9 open to the path.
And I actually felt at the top, like you said, it's fine, and then...
You put it in on the way down. If you take that wrist moving out on the way back, so you flatten that wrist off, which you're doing, you don't want to then just put it straight back in on the way down. It will come back in. It comes back in down near impact. You start extending that wrist.
Yeah.
You won't feel that. So that's what the locky flick is, basically trying to get people to let that wrist go at the bottom. It's not just dragging the handle through. But you want to feel like you're flattening it on the way down to then let it go. But for you, just think of the flattening part.
Yeah.
That's what's working the best, apart from the odd one. Yeah, great. So you actually overcooked that one a bit. And I would want that, the reaction to the last drive would always be to overcook it. High draw. Loving that.
That's great.
Yeah.
So I'm so pleased with
That's
that.
so much better. Here you go. So you're now 1 across like you were when you walked in, and the face now is only 2 open to that 1. And if you take your, wonder what it goes, if you take your big miscue down, you had 1 where it was 9 open.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1.4 open.
Which is where I just didn't keep that wrist flat.
Yeah.
We're
We're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 18 holes of driving. You have 1 loose shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Know your misses. If you do that on the wrong hole, you're in trouble. If you do it on the right hole, you find it. But if you keep working that wrist, I think that one will just go.
Yeah.
But I mean that's you know, you were 8 degrees open to a path, nearly 9 degrees open to a path. You're now only 2 degrees open to a path at the most. The other thing which is really interesting, that's your strike pattern now.
More consistent.
Yeah, and it's in a great place. That's why you're getting lots of draws, even though the face is fractionally open to the path. You're hitting it on that toe side, which will just gear the ball a bit left.
Yeah.
And you're hitting with the quickest part of the face there as well. If you look at your strike pattern when you walked in, and I've not tried to move strike on this instance, so that's not your first ones. That's your first ones. Always much lower and towards the heel on the face.
Which creates...
Well, you were cutting it. So what happens, if the face is open to a path, it moves the effective sweet spot more towards the heel.
Yeah.
And what you'll do is you're on these two, this little test, it seems like you're a tracer. So what that means is if you're tracing the sweet spot, you're tracing the centre of gravity. Not consciously, you're just subconsciously trying to find the sweetest part of the club. If you have the face open to a path, the sweetest part of the club is actually in the heel.
In the heel, yeah.
Fractionally, millimetres, which is what you're doing. When we got the face squaring up to the path, you're realising actually that if you catch it slightly high toe, it feels even better.
Yeah, yeah.
Subconsciously doing it. That's good. That's your sporting ability coming through. Like natural sports people tend to do that more.
Yeah.
I did a video once where we did it with 3 pros. And our sweet spots, we were moving them subject to the shot we were trying to hit.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Effective sweet spot one. Some people still challenge that video. It's not. It's the factual truth. It's just a geometric truth of the way. If you've got a CG that's off ahead, so if you hold that club, if the centre of gravity is off the head here, if I twist the club right of a straight path, basically the centre of gravity is here, lines up now more with the heel.
Yeah.
So it's just something that more coordinated people tend to do, which you would do. You've moved your strike from heel to toe just purely, I've not told you to, with delivery. Because the face is more close to the path now, you're starting to realise that the toe is the nicer place to feel.
Yeah.
You literally have one shot down there.
And that was that my bad one then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. So what are you doing if you stand on the mat? We tried the locky flick, didn't go anywhere, did it?
Nah, sorry locky.
Yeah. So we're now feeling what? Wrist.
Top of there and keep it flat.
And then what happens on the downswing sometimes is you then just
twist it back out.
You take, so you want to keep it in both ways. That's delivering the face at a slightly different orientation to the path. Path's not changing. Path's staying exactly the same, which is pretty much you are swinging straight at target within 1 degree.
Yeah.
You're just aligning the face differently to that, which is giving you that more constructive shape that you want to see, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's cool. Let's do some more. Really good. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for loads more videos. Find me on Instagram at Crossfield Mark. Also on Twitter at 4golfonline. Find me on Facebook, Mark Crossfield. Thanks for watching. Post comments as always, and see you soon.